We have finally made it to the penultimate episode. Not only of just season 3, but currently of Sailor Moon Crystal.
Yeah. There's no more at this point.
At this juncture.
After these 2 episodes, there's no more.
I guess maybe like by the time these episodes come out, they may have announced something more precedent about the next season, arc, movies, whatever you want to call them. But as of this recording, they're just out there. There's nothing set in stone yet. So this is the penultimate episode, still, and it's episode.
Still got that shitty art.
It's this is episode 38 of Jared and Al Watch Sailor Moon Crystal. I'm Jared. That's Anladium.
Hello.
And we are here to talk to you about Act 37, Infinity 11, Infinite Judge. Judge. We are here to judge you about your bad anime tastes.
Yeah, fair.
Because they're real bad. So, hey, do you remember last episode? The ending of the last episode?
Where I told you that I hope that we didn't have a redo of all the transformation sequences.
And we exactly do. They just replay it again.
They do. Because I remember specifically last episode we recorded, I was like, man, I really hope that we don't have to go through all these transformation sequences again, because you were saying that we still had a lot to cover.
And they do.
Yeah. Every single thing just completely repeated. But the positive is, because of that, we got a repeat of Tuxedo Mask's really extra entrance.
That was the one good thing.
Yeah, like I booted up, and the first thing I saw was like
him rolling in.
Cape.
I like how Tuxedo Mask's cape is so extreme that he can engulf himself in his entire cape.
I mean, as you do.
It's fantastic. Well, anyways, after we got through the 2-minute rewatch of the last episode, Super Sailor Moon and Super Sailor Chibi Moon, I know it's a mouthful, combined their powers, and they're like, hey, we have a new move, let's use it on Mistress 9. So here's Rainbow Double Moon Heartache. And then the episode just becomes a Dragon Ball episode for like a few minutes, because everyone just like yelling.
Yeah, there's just a lot of yelling.
Moon and Chibi Moon are just like, ah! And then Mistress Nine's like, roar! It's a lot of yelling.
Yeah, it's, again, like there was a lot to cover in these 2 episodes, and I feel like a lot of it was spent either rehashing stuff that we had already seen or yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While all that happens, Master Pharaoh 90 comes out of the bubbling abyss and is like, what up, fam?
So I was expecting something that wasn't this.
Yeah.
Like, we always saw, like, the glowing eyeballs as, like, Pharaoh 90. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's going to be something. And then, like, he's essentially, like, a purple blob with eyeballs.
Yep, that's it.
So it's kind of disappointing. I was a little let down.
It's the one secret of Sailor Moon is that, like, the big bad guy is always just going to be, like, a weird blob.
Well, I mean, like, what's his name? Like, Four Loko guy.
But he wasn't the big baddie.
That's true.
That was
not like him. He drank Four Lokos with the big baddie.
Yes.
But the big baddie, like, he still had some kind of shape to him. I mean, he eventually was like a planet, but
yeah, but nothing like super discernible.
Yeah, and then the first one was kind of just like a blob with a face. At least we had a face that time. Now we just have eyes.
Sailor Moon is really just a retelling of the 50s classic, The Blob.
I mean, I've never been as intimidated by blobs as I am in Sailor Moon, so.
So everyone...
Put that on your box art.
There you go. Viz, that's the free one for you. You can put that on the Crystal Season 3 box art. just resell them now. So everyone combines their powers all together and forms like this cool rainbow looking attack that they try and shoot at Master Pharaoh 90. And he's just like, yum. I like this power.
Tasty attacks.
And everyone's like, uh-oh, Skedios. All the while, he's also like now like he did weird alien sex with Mistress Nine, and now they've combined together.
Yeah, so that was weird.
Yeah.
Like really weird. And I know I made inappropriate jokes about it, but like yikes. There was like this weird tubular thing appearing from out of Pharaoh 90, and then she's like, yes, I'm going to put myself into the tubular thing. I'm like, is this how alien sex works? I'm really uncomfortable right now. It's awkward.
Things pretty much go bad because the attack doesn't work. Everyone runs out of juice. And then Pharaoh 90 breaks out of the giant bubble shield that Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto had.
Yeah, I made
Made
a
up.
joke that we needed to charge our chibi, and then everybody else fell
like,
down. I was like, oh, I
whoa.
guess we all ran out of battery, but we can no longer charge our chibi.
And also, Master Pharaoh 90 rips up in a hole in space and time and tries to bring the Tau star system to Earth, while he also tries
Wow,
to
who
envelop
ever thought that would come back?
the Earth. Yeah, who would have thunk it? So it was a big surprise to everyone.
Yeah, he was bringing that back, and he was doing what?
He was enveloping the entire Earth with his
Yeah,
goo,
with his goop.
his goopy goop.
So things are looking bad. Mamoru, I guess, still has some kind of power in him, but he's busy holding chibi, so
Yeah, basically the ones who still have power left are Mamoru, Usagi, and that's kind of it.
Pharaoh 90's got a lot of power.
He does.
So Usagi's like, oh man, this sucks.
Pretty much. Also, this is
Yeah.
around the time when the Outer Guardians are like, hey, our talismans are resonating. That's right. That's real weird. What if we just let them do their thing?
Story when that happens?
I don't know. Let's just let them shoot off their bright light for no reason. That probably won't have anything bad happen with it. It's not like we've done this
Sure, why not?
before. So they do that, and then
Again, like Sailor Moon would be better with like Arrested Development narrator.
pretty much.
Like Ron Howard just needs to narrate Sailor Moon. Like, oh man, nothing could go wrong with this. It does.
Oh, so they do that, and then this giant purple light starts to come, and lo and behold, would you just take a wild guess who decides to show up to the party?
I wonder who could it possibly be after all the narrative of like when these talismans go together. The one Sailor Guardian that's missing will appear, and she sucks because she's deaf.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sailor Saturn to the stage.
She has neat boots and neat earrings.
She's got a rad design.
She really does.
She gets to look different than everyone else. She gets a fucking giant scythe.
Yeah, it does make it look like she's older than blanking on the name.
Hotaru.
Hotaru, yeah. I keep
Yeah.
wanting to call her Hotaro from like Hyoka.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, but she looks like she's several years older than her.
Well,
Which I
when you-
guess technically is like some form of immortality going on here, but
Yeah, because considering Hotaru's kind of dead-ish.
dead-ish, yeah. Nah.
Plus, when you like revitalize and rejuvenate, or I guess get reborn, like obviously this is something you don't know yet. But with Sailor Saturn specifically, there's some weird age shenanigans
Oh my god.
that we'll get
I
into
mean, to be
later.
fair, we did have like Chibi who looks like she's 9, but she's like 900
yeah.
and also a time traveler. So like weirder things have happened. I wouldn't be surprised by age shenanigans stuff.
It's true. So Saturn's back,
Whoops.
and she's like, "Hey, what up, guys? Man, it doesn't seem like it's been that long since you guys called me. It's that's probably bad, guys. Yeah.
It's about destruction o'clock.
It really is. And then she goes down and like pokes Pharaoh 90 and like paralyzes him while she's like, okay, here's some backstory while I just leave this dude paralyzed for a little bit.
Let me monologue.
She's like, oh, Hotaru was supposed to die, but then all that other stuff happened and she became still alive somehow. That was bad. Anyways, I'm here now.
Cyborg.
She's a cyborg. Beep boop bop boop. And now I'm here to shit up on the reel.
Oh man, and I was really bummed because we had to rewatch the gulping scene of the eggs.
Gulp. Lick,
I was really unhappy about that. Don't you do it.
So Sailor Saturn and all of her God of Death glory is like, so you guys kind of up. I'm here now to, fix that. By fix that, I mean everyone's going to die.
Yeah, I'm going to kill all you guys and the Earth and Pharaoh 90. So
sucks to be you guys. I guess we should mention before all that happened, before Sailor Saturn reawakens, Usagi gets the bright idea to like just dive headfirst into Pharaoh 90.
Yeah, so that was weird because she's like, I feel this warmth and it's the moon, but it's also Mamoru, and I'm gonna take the chastity chalice and like hug it and then dive into this body of whatever the frick he is.
And then Saturn comes out
and then everybody's
like, what's up?
Everyone's like, oh crap, Usagi's dead. Now this lady's back. This is bad.
Usagi's doing her sacrifice thing again. Oh gosh.
It doesn't even like pretend to work.
Right, it's just like she gets swallowed up and it's like, Nothing
and the
happens.
kitties are like, she's gone.
Yeah, her signal goes away. And everyone's like, well, crap. That was bad.
Yeah, it's looking real bad. I don't know why it's called Judge, but it's all looking bad.
Because Sailor Saturn is the judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah, that makes sense. She did judge that everything should die, so
yep.
I guess that's why we got the judge name.
So Saturn decides to ascend a little bit into the sky and performs her special attack, Death Reborn Revolution. She gets all these cool ribbons to appear and then goes straight into Pharaoh 90. Basically trying to destroy him and also potentially... Well, I guess she's getting him off of the Earth's surface so he doesn't envelop it. And also that basically can probably destroy the Earth as well.
Yeah, spoilers, she has full intentions of destroying the Earth.
Yeah, Saturn's pretty powerful.
Seems that way.
And then basically we end the episode with Chibi Moon yelling for Sailor Moon.
Yep.
As Saturn swings her Silence Glaive, which represents the end. The end. And that's it. That's the season finale. Everyone dies. Man, what a downer of an ending.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, hey, did you want to know about the title Judge? Because I got trivia for you. The title Judge refers to Sailor Saturn passing final judgment on Pharaoh 90 for his crimes against the Earth.
How about that? That's... all right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Boop.
All right, let's talk about some changes real quick.
Let's do it.
And I say real quick because there's a lot of them. Changes from the manga. Mistress 9 was not on the Earth's surface until after Pharaoh 90 merged with her. There was no moonlight from which Sailor Moon gathered her courage to make the ultimate sacrifice, but rather she gathered courage entirely from herself. So that seems a little bit cooler than, the moon's here. Sailor Chibi Moon never called Sailor Moon Mama. Which she does.
Mommy!
Which is like, kid, that's not your mom yet. Chill. They haven't... those two haven't done the thing yet to crit you. They've done the thing.
they've done the thing, but not
Not the thing.
not a productive form of the thing.
And finally, Sailor Uranus did not call out to Sailor Saturn to stop her from destroying the world. And changes from the original anime. Rainbow Double Moon Heartache was never used. Pharaoh 90 was not displayed in liquid form, nor did he have eyes.
So what did he look like?
Well, let's take a quick gander on the internet. This has him as just like it's like a ball, a sphere with like tentacles coming out.
That's really weird.
Gender, supposedly male.
Supposedly male.
Supposedly male. The portal to the Tau star system was on the ground level of the ruins of Mugen Academy. Pharaoh 90 did not merge with Mistress 9. Sailor Moon...
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently didn't do the alien sex.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame that they decided we still needed it for some reason.
Moon, Uranus, Neptune, and Professor Tomoe were the only ones who had witnessed Sailor Saturn's awakening within Hotaru right after she had expelled Mistress 9 from her body. A transformation sequence for Sailor Saturn was never actually shown. Super Sailor Moon went directly into Pharaoh 90 moments after Sailor Saturn had plunged into his very core and began obliterating him with her full powers of death and destruction. Death Reborn Revolution was never actually spoken or displayed on screen. In desperation, Sailor Moon had evolved into Super Sailor Moon without the Holy Grail for the first and last time through the power of the four inner guardians, Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune. And finally, Luna and Artemis were never involved in any of the final battles with the Deathbusters as they remained behind with Mamoru and a lifeless Chibiusa.
What?
What?
I like their involvement. I like them being behind the computers and all. I like it.
The Cat HQ, where we have computers.
I mean, yeah. Let the cats have computers.
Someone's got to be able to use a computer. I mean, Usagi doesn't know how to use a computer.
Yeah, no kidding.
My favorite bit of character development that Usagi has in the manga, which really isn't my favorite, just it's my favorite goof of character development, is they do the bit in the very beginning where she's like, I don't know how to use a computer. And then later on, I think maybe it's in the next arc or the fifth arc, or maybe it's in one of like the later arcs, maybe this one, but I don't remember. There's a very small little like panel of her in front of a computer. She's like, I finally learned how to use a computer.
Hashtag character development.
There you go. We're down to one.
One more episode.
One more episode. Next time, the season finale. Act 38, Infinity 12, Infinite Journey. Our long road comes to an end.
Well, that's not very infinite, is it?
I mean, especially when it's double infinite.
I mean, we've been infinite for like several episodes.
It's true. Basically the last like half of the season.
Yeah. But we are at the conclusion.
We are at the conclusion.
We get to, well, I was going to say this might be the end of my rage, but that's not the case, and we know that.
The rage never leaves.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode, then.
Yep.
If you would like more from us, go to seasonallycheckup.com or sec.cool for past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like the Season Anime Checkup and Season Anime Checkup OVA. And you can find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you want more from Anladium, go to anladium.com where she has columns and reviews. And you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup, where there's tweets. Like we said, next time, the season 3 finale, and I guess the last time we will watch Sailor Moon Crystal for a good while.
Yeah.
So join us as we look back at the final episode and we'll just reminisce.
See how far we've come.